What it do? Crackbacks. It's been a little bit. We've been gone for a minute here. The Rona has everybody going nuts. First time on camera. We choose the first time on camera where we can't see a barber. So you got to cut us some slack on that. Yo, it's been crazy, man. We start a sports podcast and then all the fucking sports go away. Absolutely ridiculous, yo. But anyway, I'm here with my man Reek. BG in the house. I got a few things just to chat about. I guess we've been away for a minute, boys. How we doing there with the quarantine?
Working from home, trying to make the dream work. You know, same old.
Yeah, the working from home has its virtues. It also sucks. Just
it sucks. It really sucks.
Yeah, it kind of sucks, and it kind of sucks when your kid is doing homeschooling the same time. You have to working like Trini's home during the day, but doesn't help.
Poor kid.
Yeah, I miss the hot girls at the office too. That's one thing that definitely I don't get anymore right now.
So I like being in the crib. Ugly. I like chilling in the crib. It's getting excessive. Yeah. Right. Anyway, BG, you good down there? Nobody with the Rona in your complex over there?
Not that I know of.
Your president might have it. He said he was taking that.
I hope that motherfucker does have it.
Whoa.
Hot takes from Getz.
Hot takes.
He said he was taking the friggin' hydrochloroquine shit. And you don't.
He's a piece of that company.
Yeah, no. That came out tonight.
Hydroxychloroquine, and you should take erythromycin. First of all, they gave me erythromycin for a cold when I was like fucking 10 years old.
Yeah, that's some shit you get just for regular ear infections and shit.
Yeah, that gets
but more importantly, what can they give to Dolan for him to get it again?
Well, hey man, people are relapsing on that shit. At least it said in China. So I don't know, Dolan.
Well, that's because those fuckers come right out the hospital and start eating bats again.
This is true. You also can't kill evil people, so it's gonna be hard to kill Dolan.
Well, even at least a leave of absence. I don't want him dead, but like sick enough that he has to take a leave of absence.
Yeah, just having to retire and not be around the team would be fantastic.
You need to write a strongly worded email to David Silver and get Dolan kicked out of the league.
Yo, so people are trying, man. Oakley hates it more than anybody else.
Yeah, Oakley talks mad shit about him.
Yeah, like if they recorded Sterling with a backroom conversation that's supposed to be private, why can't somebody's got to have some dirt on this guy? There's no way.
I say we set him up.
Powerful, man.
I say we go Mission Impossible and get Dolan.
And now he's actually doing the right thing now. Like he's paying for all the employees' salaries in full and all that. So he's trying to look like he's a good guy.
Yeah, he always has.
I think he released the coronavirus thing just for sympathy. He only wants Knicks fans to maybe have a little bit of sympathy and not hate him so much.
Well,
I buy that.
Getz and I talked about this guy before. I don't know if you ever heard of him, Reek. He's a stand-up comic. His name's Andrew Schulz, and he's got a couple podcasts and stuff. He was saying it's a whole conspiracy. He's like, every time you see a celebrity, they apparently have the corona, but they always look good, or they always have I have it, but I'm asymptomatic. That's just trying to keep people calm. So yeah, you're probably right. It's all just for PR. That absolutely nothing's wrong with Dolan.
So speaking,
have you seen Floyd Mayweather's mansion? I would love to be quarantined there for 14 days.
And not when your daughter just stabbed somebody.
Well, not with him. I'm just saying at the house by myself.
Because his daughter just gave somebody the shank.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
Mayweather's.
She can't read either.
I'm sure she can't. They got people to read for them. But yeah, she's in jail right now, yo. She stabbed somebody like 2 days ago.
She probably curses out grandpa just like Floyd does.
What's the percentage? What's the chances he can spell the word knife?
Low.
See, that's
18%.
That's an unfair word.
Yeah, it's tricky. It's a tricky
because they're hiding letters. That's an unfair. That's
bullshit.
That's an unfair word.
Bullshit.
Yeah. But anyway, so you know what would have happened yesterday? You see the hat on. The championship would have been last night.
Yeah, okay.
If it wasn't for
the
heels.
The heels weren't going to make the tournament. So
listen.
Damn, he said
maybe NIT champions.
We'll never know.
No, we know that they won't be champions. We know that.
They didn't lose either, so we'll never know. They're not gonna give it to whoever was ranked first. They're gonna give it to Dayton or whoever the hell it was at the end of the season.
I mean, you did say UCF is a national champion, so I guess your
They got
take
the
makes
banner,
sense.
son. The banner is hanging in the stadium.
Your take makes a lot of sense now.
The banner is hanging in the stadium.
Listen, we need your sports viewpoints to have credibility. So
Yeah.
you got to stop. You got to stop.
Agreed.
It's every once in a while you think with your heart instead of your head. All right, I went to the school, so the Knights champions. You know, and it would have been undefeated 2 years in a row if Mackenzie Milton didn't destroy his knee. Just so.
Yo, Temple whipped their ass. Temple.
Without Milton, it was a true freshman quarterback.
Yeah, and that dude was ball.
He was an option quarterback, and they had him trying to run. He has a strong arm, but man, the kids. If Milton was in there, Temple would have been handled.
Oh God.
Milton gonna get drafted?
No, but Milton's never playing football again.
Milton will never get drafted by any NFL team ever.
He's never playing football at any level ever again. His legs is done, yo. He could work for Joe Exotic. That's how messed up his leg is.
Listen, Joe Exotic wore a leg brace for a long time.
Joe Exotic still wears a leg brace. He has he has the equivalent of spinal stenosis in his hip, the narrowing of the hip.
Wow.
It's my sciatica.
Yeah,
I'm part of the 1% that still hasn't seen the show yet.
What?
you got to get on that, yo.
Serious?
Yeah, I haven't seen. I mean, I watched the first episode and I just didn't like it, so I just turned it off. And I feel all the memes have already spoiled everything for me, so I feel like I know everything I need to know.
Nah, there's still more, yo.
No, it's still the joy of watching the show will be there. Just know that the whole thing is a comedy.
Yeah, they're completely batshit crazy. The memes are so you've seen a lot. You've seen like 40%, and some of it when you see it actually happening in the shit, you'll laugh at it because you're like, "Yo, it'll make sense to you." It's worth the watch, yo. I know people watching it 2-3 times already.
Netflix show of all time. I mean, obviously the coronavirus skews that a little bit, but
yeah, that helped. Perfect timing. Like, if you had anything coming out this week that you wanted, something you could stream or like a video game or something like that. I got a friend of mine who went to Best Buy the other day and bought I don't even know what Red Dead Redemption or whatever. I don't even know what the fucking game. But he's like, yo, I have nothing else to do. He's like, I've been playing this thing for forever. So if you had anything to sell or kind of an entertainment thing, it was a perfect time to bring it out.
Yeah, it's a fair point.
NCAA football would be perfect right now.
Oh yeah.
Right. Hell yeah.
For you, I mean, here's a question, you guys, since you've watched the show. If there was sports on, would you have watched this Joe Exotic documentary?
Absolutely, yes. It's hilarious. Those people are crazy. I couldn't believe shit like that actually exists in the United States.
Cat people are always crazy, so I guess the bigger the cat, the bigger the crazy.
No, they're all nuts, yo. The other dude's crazy too, Doc Antich.
That dude's just creepy.
That guy's nuts. He was on with Schultz the other day. And he was telling, how the hell you say? All right, Hezzy is what they call him. So whatever.
Hezzy.
Yeah.
Hezzy.
Yeah. He was on him the other day, and he said that there's a lot more to the story. And the chick that said that he made her get breast implants and all that. I'm small spoiler alert here, Reek.
We'll get another episode this week, right?
What's up? Yeah. Another one's coming this week. But he's saying that chick, she wanted the breast implants. He helped her get them, not the other way around. Not because she was like, oh, they made me get them, and if I didn't want to get them, I'd have to leave. But he said that she wanted them and had to, whatever. So
yeah,
I feel like we're on a boat with Getz.
Can you hear me?
Right.
Say it again.
Yeah, the camera's like shaking a lot. It's like,
yeah, you got earbuds?
No.
All right. We got a little homework for you. You gotta get because you sound because every time your hand like goes by the microphone, you can hear it. That's all. So try to keep your hand off the bottom, I guess.
That's all the coke.
That sounds better.
My hand is shaking.
It made sense. That's what I thought it was. I didn't want to say it.
He says that, but the man's never done it.
Thank a sponsor here, Fuzzy's Taco Shop, because I always enjoy burying my face in a soft, fuzzy taco.
Are they paying you for that?
They will be.
Everything works out right. So, if we're stuck in the house, quarantine, the NFL draft's still going on, though. They're going to do virtual draft, which sucks for the players. I mean, it's no different for us, but it sucks for the players.
See, all I know with the Jets' luck, right when they're about to make the pick, Joe Douglas's connection is going to cut out, and they're going to have no fucking clue who to take. It's going to happen to the Jets. I'm telling you right now, there's going to be some kind of error, and the guy who wanted to make the pick isn't going to make the pick, and they're going to make the wrong pick. Or that actually may even end up being the right pick, because who knows? But they're going to mess it up.
Probably. Yeah, man, the Dolphins are going to mess up 3 times.
Oh, yeah. Dolphins.
Are they going to go old school and have the dudes with, like, the picnic table answering the phones? Or are they just going to, like, tap into the NFL?
Apparently, from what I said, it's almost going to be like Madden. Like, they're all going to be, like, connected, like, almost in a chat type deal. And they'll actually click here, click there. This is, you're drafting this player.
A bunch of 75-year-old white men doing that. I don't see no technical issues popping up.
Nah, right? Man, they'll bring in a nerd. Each team will have a nerd, to handle what they got to handle. The old people will just say, give me this. Bill Polian's not pressing any buttons.
Yeah, it's probably because, they're all staying at their houses. So probably one guy has one tech going to their house and putting the whole fucking setup for them and be like, hey, just press this button when you're ready. And that's
They're doing the exact same shit we're doing right now. They're on a Zoom.
Yo, if I was running an NFL
No, but it's probably something more like encrypted or something because Zoom classes always get hacked. The last thing they need is something getting hacked.
Yeah. And they're sitting there talking about who to take, and then somebody trades up right in front of them.
Yeah, because they're hearing who they're. Yeah, they're gonna have to get some kind of like really strong VPN, some stuff that we can't afford, and some next level. Maybe Apple make some encrypted FaceTime shit.
Well, Microsoft is a huge NFL sponsor. They always have the
surfaces on the side.
Yeah, so it won't be FaceTime. You're right. It's some Microsoft thing. Microsoft Teams, maybe.
I guarantee you there'll be at least one team that was like, we didn't make that pick. We picked a different guy.
Oh, yeah. Especially if it fails.
The Dolphins 3 times.
Oh, yeah. Stephen Ross is going to get on the FaceTime and make all those picks himself. He said, screw you guys. Make sure you get done right.
The Dolphins said they're moving up to number 1. What do you think about that?
I don't think Cincinnati's going to give it up. It doesn't really matter what they have. I think Cincinnati wants.
They give you 2 1s this year, a 1 next year, and something else.
I would take that. I'm saying yes. I'm saying Cincinnati says no.
Yo, that thing I sent you guys earlier. It was like more than 50% of the quarterbacks taken in the top 14 over like the last 20 or 30 years have been failures. So who gives a fuck? I would trade back all day long. I don't care if it's Burrow or Tua or Herbert, whatever. Trade back, give me more picks, give me more O-line. I'll take a quarterback next year, or I'll take a quarterback in the 2nd round, 3rd round.
You can take a quarterback this year. If you're moving back, you're getting an extra 1st rounder. This year, go ahead and take whoever you want at 5, Love or Herbert, or whoever else it is, and then you have the other pick from the Dolphins in the teens. So if I'm Cincinnati, I'm moving. But I get what you're saying.
And one of those teams, I'm moving back.
And if you're Burrow, which team would you rather? I mean, Miami and Cincinnati, just by the city living in, there's no comparison. Cincinnati's a dump.
You know what's about 10 minutes from Cincinnati?
Kentucky.
Yes.
Kentucky. Oh, the forgotten states. Kentucky, West Virginia. Yeah. Boondocks, the middle of nowheres. West Virginia. You just watched the show. You told me about some show you watched.
called the Wonderful Whites of West Virginia, and it's named that because their actual surname, their government, is white. But yo, you want to talk about losers and no hope for life? Wow, watch that show.
I'm gonna check it out. It sounds fascinating.
Oh, you'll be familiar with it already, my friend.
Did you feel better about life in general after watching that?
My life, yes.
Okay, nice. All right,
I think supposedly in Kentucky, you have Harlan County, Kentucky, has the most like meth users per capita, like in the country. Like it is
West Virginia
really shitty in Harlan County, Kentucky.
USA Today did a national study, and West Virginia has the least teeth per person.
You know, the dad joke alert. Do you know why we know that toothpaste was created in West Virginia? Because if it was created anywhere else, it would have been called teeth paste.
Yes.
That's what you can take that one back to the children there. Nice and clean. We're going to pay some bills back in a second here, crackbacks.
That's a good one.
Eat more Scrapple at the Scrapple Shack. Coming soon.
And we're back, crackbacks quarantine edition. Everybody's at their respective houses here. We are locked down, coronavirus time. Got a new segment here because we want to keep things a little tight here. There's a friend of the show. He probably doesn't even know it yet, but he is a friend of the show, Dwayne Haskins. Yeah. So I want to kind of bring up a new segment, at least do it, once or twice a month here. We're dumber than Dwayne Haskins. So it doesn't have to be sports related. It can be absolutely anything. Could be Rona related. Could be sports related. Could be GameStop related. Doesn't matter. Whatever it is. Who wants to hop in here? I got mine. So whoever wants to hop in first. You have nothing. Nobody dumb. Nothing happened in the past week.
I gave you the epicenter of dumb. I gave you the black hole of the universe for stupidity. I have nothing.
You went to the extreme. Reek, give me somebody dumber than Haskins.
I will say this. Hold up. To Dwayne Haskins, I want to say, you're a dumb motherfucker. We're coming for you. You will respond to us sooner or later, you dumb shit. I'll take a Wonderlic. I'll take an SAT. I'll do fucking Sudoku or tic-tac-toe with this bitch. Whatever it takes, because he's a dumb fuck.
He can't do Sudoku. There's no way you can do Sudoku. Sudoku's hard, man. The small boxes, whatever.
It can do Sudoku. It's numbers.
There's no way that Haskins can do Sudoku.
I got a pretty good one. Not to get all serious, but my mom's actually in Italy right now, and she can't come back because of the coronavirus. So Fly Emirates told her they can get her a flight from Milan to JFK. They're basically saying they want her to go to the two hot zones of fucking coronavirus to fly back to the US. Stupid. Like, who's going to do that? No wonder those are the first flights open, because no one's going to take them.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. You can't.
JFK will take anybody.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably some people that desperately need to make it back home, maybe for work because they're not getting paid. Those are probably the only people that are going to do it.
And they've been flying doctors, and planes have been going with like 10, 12 people on them.
Yeah.
Flying into New York, so everything's nuts. Mine's Rona related too, actually. There was a video, and I can link it. We can tweet it out. We've got at Crackbacks.
Hit me up on Twitter at Reeky Leaky.
Everybody knows at Reeky Leaky. You can find your boy Gets at Digital Wookie on Instagram.
Digital Wookie, and find me on my government at Facebook, you dumb bitches. Come at me.
Yeah, he's a little angry defensive with the cabin fever. Right. But there's a video of a woman coming out of a church. Woman's coming out of a church service, and dude is telling her, you're just in a room with 500 people. We're supposed to be staying 6 feet apart and all that. And she goes, she was from Kentucky or something. She goes, I don't have to worry about any corona because I am covered with the blood of Jesus. And that keeps me from getting the corona. Now, listen, I understand.
Bitch.
Yeah, I understand that, religion gives people comfort, times of need. It helps you explain some things and all that. But then this is just plain old fucking stupid. Listen to this damn scientist. Stay 6 feet apart. There are 500 people in a room. A pastor the other day that said that that coronavirus was created to take out people who had lost the path for God and gays. He got the coronavirus and died.
Why they always gotta blame it on the gays, man? And
Right?
that the AIDS was for the gays.
Well,
Like,
Chappelle said that. Chappelle goes, "Oh, AIDS. AIDS only kills, gays, black people, and junkies. All the fun people."
Oh man.
I don't got anything dumb, and there's very few things dumber than Dwayne Haskins. Or
Oh gosh, poor Haskins.
Haskins can come on the program. He can come on Crackbacks and take any standardized test that he wants to. First, me, and I will prove how dumb he is.
You got to do stuff that he would think that he has a chance of winning. So we're talking Hangman. He thinks he could probably take you out in Hangman.
Tic-tac-toe.
Play, bro.
No, but I want him to have to form words though. So it's got to be like Scrabble.
You can't Scrabble.
No, but I got Scrabble Junior.
Word search.
Words. Yeah, the crossword's too hard for him. Yeah, the word search would have to be like that's like maybe the limit. I don't think you can go any higher.
There used to be a boot version of Scrabble called Upwards, where you could stack the tiles on top of each other. He could probably play that.
No, that sounds like something they would have at a community center. So he might have played that already. That sounds like a game that gets donated often. Like, somebody got it like for $3.99 on Black Friday and gave it to your kid as a birthday. At the community center?
You think Haskins played that with his auntie at the community center?
He probably played it.
Oh God.
The characters that he had at the community center probably would have been really funny. There's always somebody with a gimpy leg at a community center. Somebody got a glass eye.
Yo.
Now is he the dumbest urban recruit, or would you call Aaron Hernandez dumber?
Well, Hernandez wasn't that kind of dumb. Hernandez is a different kind of dumb.
Yeah, Hernandez is actually a psychopath.
But so we're saying only specifically to that kind of dumb, not just dumb in general.
No, it's him, Frank Gore.
Frank Gore was at Miami.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, he wasn't an urban recruit. Frank Gore.
Oh, you said and this is gonna sound slightly racist. You said urban, and I thought you meant like inner city.
Oh, no, I meant Urban Meyer.
I didn't even think about Urban Meyer. I immediately
Urban
thought
Meyer.
I was like, oh, this dude's from Pahokee. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, no, man. Urban Meyer recruit, because typically all of his recruits don't ever really go to class. Class goes to them.
Percy Harvin was also all-time stupid.
And what's the running back?
Recruit.
The one who wanted to come out after freshman year, after sophomore year.
Claret.
Yeah, him.
Claret. No, that was Tressel.
That's before him. All right, that's the other crooked guy.
Do we think Zeke is any smart? Because that's an urban recruit.
The vest.
Do we think Zeke is any smart?
No.
that's an urban recruit.
I also don't think he's Haskins level dumb though.
No, me neither. I don't think he's Haskins.
He's not Haskins level dumb. He's a little bit better than Haskins.
He understands the playbook.
He would beat Haskins in upwards.
Have you heard Joey Bosa speak? Joey Bosa's not exactly intelligent.
Is he
Nick Bosa sounds intelligent though, because he's been on interviews and stuff. He doesn't sound that dumb.
But Nick, there's always one that's a little bit smarter. Like Alec Baldwin is smarter than all the other Baldwins.
So and he's the youngest one too. So he's like the most. He's the youngest. So he's also like the most improved. He's like a combination of the best of all of them. And one guy is Nick.
So what you're saying is the mother caught a good nut for Nick Bosa. It was a nice.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that the Ohio State trainers told him he had to stop back squatting because he was squatting too much and it would slow him down. That's how much of a freak of nature this guy is. That's what I do know.
I love him, and I hope there's another Bosa out there somewhere.
Yeah, I can't believe we never went to a St. Thomas game both of them.
Both of them.
You went to a St. Thomas game?
I don't know if Bosa was there, but I went to a St. Thomas game.
But what I'm saying is,
that's a different question.
There was a 6-year span where a Bosa was playing at St. Thomas and we didn't go.
Yeah.
Oh, check it out. I went to a game when Remember Marcus Lattimore that went to South Carolina?
Yeah.
Yeah, the dude that tore his knee up.
So when he was
He
in
was
high
nice in South Carolina.
he was in high school, he was like #1 running back in the country by far. And their high school team was dirty, and St. Thomas is always like top 5. So the South Carolina team came down here to play St. Thomas. I went to that game. LaMarcus Joyner was on St. Thomas. I forget the kid Linder. He's in the NFL now.
Joiners. Is that? Guess that's like 10 years ago. Because
I had just moved down.
All right, so probably no. It would have been after that because Joyner was on.
Going to high school football games on Friday nights. Like I had.
Joyner was on the 2012 national championship team,
and he got drafted the very next.
So he would have. So he was a junior then. So you're looking at 09. So yeah, it was probably like 08 around there.
Well, Lattimore had like 280 yards rushing, and they still got their ass whipped.
He would have been so nasty in the NFL if he wasn't injured. I thought he was so nasty.
He was a beast.
No, that guy was something special.
He blew his shit out twice and still like made it to a camp, and the team was trying to keep him.
There's only a couple of cats that have done that. What's the dude who used to play on the Vikings way back in the day? He had ACLs on both knees. Yeah, that dude. And he was nasty when he came back after each knee. Yeah, he tore both of them.
Honest, when that night McGahee blew his shit out,
I
was like, he'll never play again. As soon as I saw the injury, I turned to the dude next to me. I was like, that dude would never play again.
I got a little nauseous when it happened.
He changed in the NFL. He was like a bulkier back. He wasn't that speed guy that he was at UM. That's his game changed so he can go to the NFL.
He had to be able to come back. Good for him, man.
Hell yeah, man. And had a nice career. I mean, he was stuck in Buffalo, but
yeah, I mean, if he never would have gotten injured, he would have been like a top 15 back, probably. Top 20.
He balled for a couple years there at the end with the Ravens, right?
Yeah.
He won on the Super Bowl team, was he?
No, I don't think so.
For the Ravens? I don't know.
Yeah, the 2012 team, I don't think so.
Flacco's only good year?
Oh, God. Like an anomaly. It's an outlier of his career.
12?
Say it again?
That Kaepernick Super Bowl was 2012?
Kaepernick. Yeah, that's the year that Roddy White got assaulted and they didn't throw the flag, 2012.
Yeah.
Yeah, that same year.
Because 2011 was when the Giants won when they beat the Pats.
No, it was
next year was.
It was the Har Bowl. Remember the brother versus brother?
Yeah, the lights went out in New Orleans.
Also the year that Marlon almost got slammed into the table.
Was that? No, I thought that's the Patriots Manningham
The Patriots.
Year. Yes.
Yeah, which 2011. That's the year before.
Yeah, that's the year before. It happened a few minutes before Manningham caught that ball down the sideline.
Yeah, because you shut the TV off and we all went nuts.
He was being a dick. Sometimes you have to let people know that they need to chill and stop being a dick. It's ridiculous.
So listen, I want to take my time. You guys made a dumb as Haskins statement for the week. I want to use my time. And I said some stuff about this on social media today. Again, you can check me on my government name on the Facebook, Digital Wookie on the gram. I'm tired of people complaining about being, quote unquote, stuck inside. Because these are the same people that complain every week that they got to go to work on Monday morning. So, congratulations. You got a 3-day weekend for the foreseeable future, you whiny bitches. Stop complaining.
Yeah, he's angry today.
And real talk, it is the actual best time in history. Not that it's ever a good time to get quarantined, but in 2020, we're all in different locations. We're talking right now. I can play video games against somebody if I wanted. You can have stuff delivered to the crib. It sucks being stuck in the house, don't get me wrong, but at least you have access to stuff. If this was like, 1983, you have video.
Live. If you're a musician, you can play music. Just imagine all these bands they had to like cancel their tours and postpone all their shit. They're all in the lab working on new stuff.
And they can connect to each other.
Home, hey, learn how to do something interesting and stop being boring.
And they can connect to each other from their own cribs. And you can do, technology right now it helps you. So yeah, if he's right, stop fucking whining. It could be a lot worse. There's Chinese people that had nothing. There's old Italian people couldn't make no pasta.
I remember this one lady said one time, she said, the only bored people are boring people.
Yeah,
And
old man used to say it all the time.
that makes sense right now.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you're sitting at home complaining about being bored, do something. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
Tell him.
Yo, that was deep. We're going to end that right there. We're going to pay some bills. Be back in just a second here. Crackback.
Soca sauce, hot Trinidadian flavor.
Right. Crackbacks, we're back. Like I said, started a sports podcast, and then all the sports went away. We actually started talking about 2K here for a minute. Everybody's playing video games. What's your favorite sports video game of all time? You go first. I need a year. You can't just give me Madden's been around for 100 years.
I will tell you this. Madden, maybe 96.
You're old school.
When Bledsoe was still on the Patriots, I don't think there's too many people on the planet that could have beat me on that Madden.
I like you went way back.
We used to take it was Genesis back then, Sega Genesis. We used to take our Genesis to other people's houses because you didn't want it to glitch. I'd be like, y'all bring my Sega. Go to their house, put the money on the floor, and beat that ass. I had the quick attack with Bledsoe. Receivers were like Troy Brown. I think Curtis Martin was on the Patriots back then. I was balling, bro. Balling.
They had a tight end, too. What's his name? They put in the – Coates. Yeah, Coates is probably the best receiver.
Man, Winter Coates, son.
You got to come back to the Madden. It was whack for a few years. You know, it was real whack for a few years. They put that QB vision shit in there.
Especially they took the shit away where you could look at what the other guy was picking. Like me playing in the room with you, that's the advantage of us both being in the same room. I can see the three options of the plays that you're picking, and that's part of the strategy. When they took that away, fuck this.
They fixed it, and in fact, there's ways that you can actually pick, and it will make it look. There's what they fixed. Let's just say they fixed it. Madden, dope. This year's Madden is probably the best Madden they've had in years. Madden's dope.
Of all the games that like we've all played together over the years, like everybody in the room, when you guys got off of work and everybody's bent like 3-4 in the morning, we're all playing video games. FIFA was the best.
FIFA's awesome.
FIFA's my favorite. FIFA 18 specifically is my favorite.
My thing is, I don't like playing FIFA by myself. I only want to play FIFA against everybody, so I never play it at the house.
I would always do the create the player. I had my man Takahashi, who was nasty. He went down to like Derby, some Irish team, and then came back up to Chelsea.
I know Gets his third favorite game. It's Wii Tennis.
That game's pretty badass. I'm pretty good at that shit.
The front bitch.
Yo, when the Wii came out, that shit was hot. Had grown
we need to play
people,
for some money or something. Gets. I'm good at that game.
Had grown people sweating in a living room playing tennis.
You know how many times I blasted my ceiling fan playing that game?
Reek, what's your favorite? You said it was FIFA?
Yeah, it's got to be FIFA. But because I think it's got to be a two-part answer because there's the modern games, there's the classic games, because it's a complete different experience. Because I go overall classic games, Ken Griffey Jr. Slugfest on N64.
That's way back.
That's probably what I played the most.
Yeah, Tecmo Bowl. Like I said, you reached too young for that. But Tecmo Bowl and Super Tecmo Bowl.
I actually have played. I played an emulator for Tecmo Bowl. I have played it though.
No, but I'm saying when Super Tecmo Bowl came out, it was revolutionary. But then Super Tecmo Bowl came out and it kept stats. I usually you would check like, yo.
I'm sorry. There was also a game called RBI Baseball.
That game was good.
Kept stats for the whole season and had like the biorhythms, so the players would get hot for like a couple games and then they would get cold. That game was sick.
Ahead of its time. My favorite game though.
Wants to see me on the Halo, come get it. Come online. Come to my page, talk some shit, and I will wax you.
That's the gray area right there. Because my nephew would probably argue that Halo is a sport because video games are sports now. So that's a bit of a gray area. But for me, the sports simulation games, I'm a 2K man. Through and through. It's my favorite. The 2K's been dope since the 360. Actually, it came out on the GameCube first. It was dope then. It was kind of funky. If you look at the pictures now, what the players look like now to what they look like when the game came out and was like 99 or something like that. it's night and day. The alien technology took over. The shit looks like a friggin'
Bro,
doesn't even look like a game.
That 2K where Steph Curry had the mini fro, he was unstoppable. Like I remember you could bottom threes from half court with him and not even have a good shot release. Like it's crazy how good he was. Is that 2K15 maybe?
Yeah. Play the 2K baseball game?
I never played that one.
Baseball games take too long.
Yeah, I think the show is like the big one now, and I actually haven't played that. I played a demo, but I never actually played a full version.
Well, 1 second. Say it again.
Because you posted the thing about Ken Griffey's swing the other day, and I know like the best things about 2K is they get everybody's dribble right, they get everybody's shot exactly the way it is. So the baseball is the same thing. Like they have the actual stance, all the shit that they do in between pitches. Like if they step out of the box, play with their gloves and shit. It's like all
Garcia Parra.
Yeah, but Slugfest had Ken Griffey's stance. It had Craig Biggio's stance. It had Garcia Parra's little warm up. Slugfest did have some signature. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't as sophisticated as what they got in the show now, but they had some, obviously specifically Griffey's, but they had other stuff.
The graphics are off the hook now. It's ridiculous how good the graphics are now.
Oh yeah.
I went to high school with Craig Biggio's cousin. Shout out to Boots. I see you, son.
I just love somebody named Boots.
His name is Boots. We all called him Boots because he wore the same Timberlands every day.
His name Boots Biggio?
No. His name was like, I don't even know it. What the fuck was Boots' name? It was like Tim Egan or something like that.
All the research department.
But he called him Boots because he wore Timberlands for like 4 years straight every day.
In Florida,
97 degrees outside, homie had the Timbs on still.
Where were you? Were you in Florida or were you somewhere else?
No,
it's Jersey.
Oh, Jersey. Okay.
Get your hands over the camera, yo. Yo, so I'm gonna put Getz on the spot right now because we're gonna start recording other stuff than just sports because we have no sports right now. So Getz,
prepare me for this on the spot shit.
No, I'm just putting you on the spot here. I'm challenging Getz to record a segment called Stories from Jersey. Just little 15-minute joints of some crazy stories from Jersey. No, I don't want one. I don't want one right now. I want you to think about this over the next couple of days. Involves Sage.
That would take a couple of days of drinking.
We got a friend of the program in the house.
The old man is in the building. Remember him from episode 1. This is Sage. This is Camden University legend.
What up? Do a sound check. Can you hear him?
I can hear him fine. Yo, Sage, what was the picture? He was on the Angels. You owned him when he was in school.
Scott Sean Weiss.
Yes, Scott Sean Weiss.
Well, what's the mascot of that university?
The Fighting Camels. And you need to know that. I'm upset that you didn't know that. It's the Fighting Camels.
Shout out to the Fighting Camels,
friend of the
program.
Shout out
to the Fighting Camels. Division 1 across the board now, right? Basketball, everything now, right?
Holy shit.
D1 program.
Yeah, it's been D1.
Ooh.
Oh, been D1.
Yeah, Enrique, don't try to piggyback off that, Enrique. You didn't even know it was there. So stories from Jersey. I crack up on him. There's a dude named Falgi who I feel like I know, even though I've never met him.
You need to get Falgi on the show.
Just talked about him today.
Yeah. He also pulling a Falgi. We'll explain that at some point. So guess he's gonna have to tell a story about Falgi at some point. Not tonight.
There's many.
We're throwing a tease out there. So some stories from Jersey are coming your way.
Is there really a Kavanaugh's Irish pub out there in Jersey, or like in Jersey City? I think it is. It's called Kavanaugh's.
Irish pubs in New Jersey.
And like a whole bunch of douchebags go there.
I'm sure they do.
Oh yeah.
There's a whole bunch of douchebags in Jersey.
Yeah.
Tell me what you heard about that, Reek.
I saw 2 different YouTube videos about fights outside that club. That's why I know, or not club, that bar. And it said Kavanaugh's Irish Pub, and there's just a bunch of douchebags just having a brawl outside that bar.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you were watching fights outside of a bar in Jersey on YouTube?
Yeah.
Say it again, Sage. I didn't hear you.
Why do you look like the dude from Chocolate Rain?
Wow, that's dirty, man. I know. I invite you on here. You was trying to hide, made Getz turn the camera toward you, and then you come at me like that. Look at that, man.
Sing a verse.
You trying to hit me with that? Why you looking like the older Prince? Which one is it? Henry? Which Prince are you? Not the one that left with Meghan Markle. The other one. The one ain't got no hair left. That dude.
Harry.
Yo, so Harry ain't got no hair. That's who he look like. Look at that. Look at that. Hey man, you'll be king someday.
Verse. Sing me one verse in Chocolate Rain.
You'll be king one day. One day you'll be king. Your brother left, yo. It's all you. One day you'll be king. Hey, yo, we're gonna end on that because Sage is a dick. We'll see you next time. This is Crackbacks.
Oh shit.